during the quarantine, right? There's been a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. I said I was going to come back in April anyway, so I'm just getting an early start because we do have a lot of stuff to talk about as Black people. So make sure you share this video, like this video. You can subscribe and follow my Blanc Virgin Hair Extensions business page to support, and you can also follow my Black American Queen TV page to support during these times. I definitely think it's important that we build up platforms during this time so that we can support one another and everybody can get their voices heard, because I definitely want to hear what's going on with everybody. I'm going to talk to everybody about what's going on with me. So we're going to talk about some current events today. I'm going to talk about some hair tips for taking care of your hair at home. For those of you who don't know, I'm a hairstylist. So it's definitely important that while we're away from each other during these quarantine times, that everybody can take care of their hair without their stylist being present, because by law I am not able to work on clients. So if you hold a license in the state of Colorado, you are not able to actively work on clients. So with that being said, I definitely want to talk about economic things that we can do as people in the hair and beauty industry to continue to support our clients and have our clients to continue to support us. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, so I hope everybody's trying to drink a lot of water. And I definitely want you guys to comment and ask questions and give me your feedback. So today I did just find out that President Trump extended the stay at home until April 30th. That's really, really big. That's a really long time. April 30th, that's a long time. So what I've been doing to really get prepared for these trying times is making sure I have enough food stocked up. I have enough water stocked up. I've been standing in long ass lines at Sam's Club. Well, really not me, my beau. He's been the one standing in the line. I've been the driver going to get coffee while he stands in the line. So that is an option. If you are still looking for toilet paper, if you can get a Sam's Club account, I would highly suggest doing that, because they do have the big rolls of tissue still in stock. And I've seen a lot of water out in stock too. So, you know, I lived in a place where we had elevators. It was a lot of people. So I had to kind of get away from that area for a while because it was just getting gross. Like one day I got on the elevator, somebody spit in the elevator. And then shortly after that is when I heard about the white supremacist groups going around purposely trying to spread the coronavirus. You know, and people coughing and just being nasty. So I just had to come to a single family home type of situation where I could, you know, kind of be at peace and not have to worry about being around a lot of people, because it's pretty disgusting. So we do have to be careful of our surroundings and different things like that. So I'm going to jump into some of these topics that I have for tonight. And I'm going to be here pretty much every day. So I'll be doing a number of different things while I come on every day and talk to everybody. You can replay these videos. So I definitely hope that I'll be able to give some really helpful information to people out there who really need helpful information. One thing I was doing was helping to deliver resources to my people, because we don't know what the fuck is about to happen, right? This hasn't happened since 1918. That was the last time that we had a pandemic. So I definitely want to get into the history of the pandemic, what the pandemic is, the difference between a pandemic, an epidemic, and how it leads to different plagues and things like that, and how our people have survived these different diseases over the years and over the time, and how pieced together how we've come back as a group of people economically, and we've been able to keep ourselves afloat, and you know how we're going to do that this time in this generation. So if you know what a pandemic is, please comment. I'm going to read some of the history from our late ancestor, Dr. Africa, who has just recently passed away. Rest in peace to him. Let me pull this book up here. Everybody should have this book. Every black household should have this book. This book has so many different keys to life and things that we really need to know. And so some of the fascinating things in this book I'm going to share with you, where I'll also be doing health readings with playing cards and show you how that relates to our history. So I'm going to get back into what I was talking about, which is pandemics, the difference between a pandemic and an epidemic, how our ancestors have survived pandemics. And the most recent pandemic in history was in 1918. So that was something that I had read about prior to actually reading about it in this book. And so it's really interesting what I'm going to share with you guys. We're going to find page 622. And if you have this book, definitely read along with me. Because it's really, 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 really interesting. Okay, so Europeans were rapidly becoming an endangered race. The population was declining due to many factors. Listen to this, y'all. The cesspool cities combined with nutritionally imbalanced diet cause disease pandemics. Okay, do y'all hear that? The cesspool cities combined with the nutritionally imbalanced diet caused disease pandemics. So, if we go back to history and they say that a cesspool city, what is a cesspool? That's some gross ass shit, right? That's some nasty fucking shit. You gotta be a nasty motherfucker to live in a fucking cesspool. And I'm gonna get more into the conditions that were in Europe that caused these different types of cesspools conditions, on top of having a nutritionally imbalanced diet. So for those of you who don't know, our food is fucked up. It does not carry the nutrition that we need. So now we're definitely seeing the effects of having genetically modified food, soil that's contaminated, and all of these different things that have caused our bodies to be in such a diseased state, right? So, pandemics are diseases that strike an entire country, while epidemics strike a portion of the population. So that's what sets this apart from, you know, the flu and different things like that. Not only the symptoms and the after problems, but it's the entire country that this strikes that makes it a pandemic. Pandemics were recorded as early as 96 to 1890 AD in the cities. Pandemics resulted in violence, looting, heterosexual and homosexual rape of boys, girls, men, and women. Fear and short lifespan of 20 years. Do you guys know how serious that is? So that's what we pretty much have forward to look, what we have to look forward to at this point. So that's why it's really important that we're making sure we're taking the proper nutrients, eating the right foods through these things, and getting prepared, right? And the things that we're getting prepared for are the violence, looting, rape, fear, you know, and the lifespan is going to change. So when they say history repeats itself, it's the Europeans' history that repeats itself because they can't change, right? Houses were filled with dead bodies, and the streets were filled with a continuous stream of funerals. Farmers infected with disease neglected their crops. This created food shortages in the cities and rural areas. Farm populations abandoned the land and moved into the cities, creating more food shortages and ghettos of death, right? So, when we hear Michi X talk about ghettos are created, yes, they are created. Let's see what Jamar says. Most European Americans and Europeans are nasty, having us eating jacked up food. Yeah, the food's fucked up. So that's number one. This meat diet, that's one of the things that's hella fucked up. We should not be eating flesh like that. Pestilence and plagues slowly degenerate the body. Because of pestilence, the European population was slowly decreasing. Since the disease and starving population of Europe was weak from pestilence, a plague would strike. Plagues strike intermittently, and there would be a recovery period between plagues. While the Europeans were recovering from a plague, there would be another occurrence of pestilence. The pandemics, plagues, and diseases which afflicted the Europeans were leprosy, venereal diseases, typhoid fever, ear diarrhea, cancer, diphtheria, which killed the young, tuberculosis, which struck entire families, anthrax, which killed people and animals, appendicitis, which caused the death through ruptured appendices, and mental illness. So, Europeans and their cultures were wasting away due to pandemics, right? So, we've known over the last couple of years, it's been more public knowledge that the death to birth ratio within the European society is 0. So, they're having more deaths than they are being born. And this is why this is such a serious thing for them right now, because their cultures are continuously wasting away due to pandemics, which we are in a modern day pandemic right now. An example of a pandemic is a pestilence, which affected 400 people out of 1,000. And 2 deaths could result, while a plague affected 1,000 people out of 1,000 people and resulted in 800 deaths. Of the remaining 200 people that lived after the plague, a pestilence such as influenza would strike the majority of 200 remaining people, leaving 20 people alive. So that's why this is such a big deal, because this is something that can continuously go and go and go, and leaving more and more and more people dead, right? So if you're just now tuning in, I was talking about the difference of a pandemic, epidemic, plagues, and why this is such a serious thing, especially for the people in the dominant society, and really how it occurs. Polluted air, polluted water, polluted food, no nutrition. So that's definitely what we need to work on, is having a better nutritional source. And I will be going live every day now, right? It's my new job, everybody, since I don't have to do hair every single day. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe to QV Network for streaming this broadcast. I'm also streaming this broadcast live, so make sure you tune in. And like I said, I'll be here every day. I'm kind of still setting up my studio. I'm going to have some products out here and everything. So all my clients, if you do need products, you can still order some products from me. I am going to give tips on how to maintain your 100% healthy hair at home. All right. So Jamar said a pandemic is when large numbers of Europeans die of viruses and diseases. When large numbers of melanated people die, it's dismissed as something of their own doing. Right. We can't catch a break out here. But they never want to blame themselves, right? That's something else that Dr. Africa taught us. So stay your asses in the house. Make sure you can stock up on enough food to stay in the house for a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, until this thing is over. I see videos every day of people out here partying, kicking it, just straight hanging out, right? Y'all know what's gonna happen. They're gonna lock us up for real. You saw the pictures and the videos from Italy, and the people in Italy are like, you don't want this, America, you don't want this. But I see people out here on the block, y'all like 10, 20, 35 deep in New York. New York, y'all gonna be the example for the rest of USA. We gonna be on lockdown. Everything I have been saying has been happening. So we're gonna watch the patterns, right? New York is always the first. So in a couple weeks, New Yorkers probably ain't gonna be able to leave, and the rest of the nation is gonna follow suit. All right, so let's do our part. My lifestyle is quarantine anyway, right? I lived in a pretty much a resort. All I did was go to the gym, go to the grocery store, work. I don't even like going outside. I don't even like y'all that much. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all do. But a lot of y'all, I was like, I didn't turn into an introvert. I used to be an extrovert, more so being around a lot of people when I was younger. But now I'm like, ooh, I got to stay in the house. All right. So, taking care of your hair at home, right, ladies? That is a big topic. So I want all the ladies that are watching this, if you have questions that you want me to answer about your hair, please drop a question in the comment box and like and share this video. I think it's something that's really important. So, number 1, satin pillowcase, do-rag, satin bonnet. Make sure you have those on deck. I know a black-owned company that has some on deck. Courtney Faison, she has a pillowcase. So, I'm pretty sure you can find her on Instagram or Facebook. Toya Jackson, they might have some too. I don't think we have any beauty supply stores that are open. So if you need to go to a CVS or Walmart, Target, any of those stores, I'm pretty sure that they're open. Yes, an introvert is the best way to be these days, right? I got my close friends, you know. So yeah, satin pillowcase, satin bonnet. You can make something. I know I don't really like cotton, but if you have to tie your hair up, you can cut like the bottom of a t-shirt and use that to kind of wrap your hair in a wrap. If your hair is straight, you're wearing it straight, make sure majority of the day you're keeping it wrapped. I will have a wrap class, a wrap session to teach the women how to wrap their hair up. Shampooing and conditioning, yes, very important. I would recommend once a week to shampoo or condition in the shower, just when you take a shower. If you have a weave, do the same thing. You can let it air dry, blow dry, style it. Go on YouTube. They have plenty of styling ideas, but definitely make sure you keep your hair nice and clean. If you can't find shampoo, you can make a shampoo, right? You definitely want to have an astringent rinse, something like, what's that herb? Witch hazel. So you can make your own witch hazel astringent to really clean your hair. And I'll be throwing out some more recipes and shooting you guys over some black-owned businesses that make natural hair shampoos and conditioners. Wigs. I have a ton of wigs. So if you guys need wigs, this is a wig. This is a wig I did in the video shoot with Monet Diamond. Shout out to her. She's watching right now. But we couldn't do our photo shoots because of this. But I saw you was doing some virtual photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have to get in on that. But I got my stuff. I got my photo shoot attire with me. Because I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just makeshift a photo shoot at the house when I get it all set up. So, you know, this is my little studio for the time being. I'm going to order some stuff off of Amazon, a little backdrop or whatever. And I'm going to get it cracking at the house, right? So, satin pillowcase, shampoo and condition weekly. If you have a wig, you know, just throw a couple braids. I have a mohawk right now. So, you know, I just put 2 braids down the middle. stuck it up in there, you know, hair sprayed it down. I don't really do too much glue or nothing like that, you know. I'll do a tutorial on how you can hairspray your lace front down so you guys can see that. Yeah, I don't like too much sticking going on. But the hairspray I use, it sticks really, 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 really good. So I actually like the hairspray. It doesn't rip your edges out or anything like that. It's one of Joico's best hairspray. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a Joico hoe, as Sly would call me back in the day. I love Joico. I love their products because they actually create and maintain 100% healthy hair at all the time. I've had a 100% success rate with their products over the last 15 years. I've been using them. This year I will have been doing hair for 20 years. So 20 years in the game. I am doing consultations one-on-one with people. So definitely call me, text me, 720-377-4786, and we can do a consultation virtually so I can see exactly what you need to maintain your natural hair at home. And I can do a step-by-step walkthrough. Alright. Let's see. It's a little stuffy in here. I might have to open this window. Alright. But yeah, I'll definitely do one-on-one consultations with you guys, face-to-face, so that way I can see what's going on with your hair while you're at home. I can walk you through some of the styles that you guys want and need. I got wigs, so I'll be styling wigs, and you can buy the wigs that you guys see me styling too while I'm doing my lives. I'll be live every single day. Alright, so make sure you share this video, like this video, and subscribe to QV Network. Thanks for streaming this. You can also follow and like my business page, Blonde Virgin Hair Extensions, and my business media page, Black American Queen TV, which I will share all of these videos on all of those pages. So the next topic is what I will be doing as a hair care professional. And I just said gave you guys a little bit about what I will be doing during these times. Like I said, the consultations, I think that's going to be the hugest things, and I'll walk everybody through different styling techniques, styling options. We can find videos for you to watch personally, depending on exactly what you want to do with your hair at home while on this quarantine for maintaining. And I'm also accepting sponsors also for these different videos and things like that. And we'll talk about sponsorship packages also. And what I'll also be doing as a hair care professional is looking into all the resources and benefits that are available for hairstylists, business professional, independent contractors who can't work right now. So I know this is the first time in my history. My grandmother actually went to Madam C.J. Walker's cosmetology school, graduated in 1958. There was never a quarantine. So that was never anything that she had to deal with. You know what I mean? So I know these are really different times right now for us as hairstylists and independent contractors who work with people. I know I definitely missed all my appointments that I had set up. I was going to get Rolfing once a month. I just started getting colonics. And I just started going to a body sculptor because, you know, I'm trying to get that boom, bang, bada bing, bada boom body for the summer. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we like for the summertime. We like to be bada bing, bada boom, right? So I was doing a lot of stuff on my free time. I only work 2 days a week anyway, so it wasn't that bad. But I'm like, okay, quarantine. Now you just, you know, you didn't interfere with my little strategic work schedule that I had going on. But it's all good. Welcome. What's up, Ramses? How are you? I see Markel in the house too. And the other thing I want to talk about is, are you qualified for the benefits? that they're giving out. The government's giving out benefits, and oh, you watching me and Michi at the same time? We're both live. I know I need to call her too. I had to go get my life together real quick. I ain't really seen too much of nobody. But who's qualified for these benefits, right? And who's giving the benefits out? Because I think the people who are going to be giving the benefits out, and I'm going to tell you why I think this, are going to be giving them to people that look like them. They're going to have first dibs on these benefits that they got coming out. I was listening to Brother Tone talk, so if you guys are not familiar with him, you can go and figure him out on YouTube. You can find him there along with Yvette Carnell. And one of the things that he really emphasized was the criteria, right? So when we're looking into getting these benefits that they're offering, do we meet the criteria as Black business owners for these benefits? So that is a lot of the research that I've been dealing with, is making sure I have all my ducks in a row and I'm able to meet these different criterias. Or are these benefits not for ADOS Americans? And why would I say something like that, right? A lot of us aren't allowed to participate in America in the first place. So we have to go a different route to get our business done, right? And going a different route and not being able to participate in the same America as everybody else, you might not have the same qualifications to receive the benefits that they're giving to everybody else. So I did apply for a grant with the Denver City it looks pretty promising. I'll know more probably on the 31st with that process, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm working on my SBA loan. I was looking to get a loan anyway. So for me, I think it's just a really good time to actually pursue getting a loan because of the low interest rates, right? There's just a lot of things I was looking to do financially anyway that kind of made this a better time for me to kind of be able to do it, because they're offering all of these benefits at a really low interest rate. So if you were looking for capital for your business, if you needed capital for your business, I think this is a really good time if you qualify for the capital that they're offering us due to the coronavirus, right? And so that's pretty much what I'm working on. I don't have time to be bored. I know I hear a lot of people talking about, I'm bored. How? I don't understand how you can be bored. I'm like, how much money you got? Let me know. Because I ain't got enough to be bored. I need to work on a lot of money right now, okay? So I got a lot of projects coming up. I got a lot of funding of different things I have to get done because I have really big goals with this. You know, and definitely after watching the Madam C.J. Walker movie, it made my soul feel better. To know that a lot of the things that she went through as a Black business owner, I've went through and I'm going through. And to see that the perseverance and once you never give up, like you can make your dreams a reality. You can make these things come true if you're really strategic. So for me, like I said, this is a good time for me to get these low interest rate loans. I've done my taxes, and so I will just continue to be vigilant on what I can qualify for. But like I said, is who's giving the benefits to you going to affect what you qualify for? Because I went to Chase Bank, and let me tell y'all, I go to Wells Fargo. I went to Chase to open up a business banking account, and at both of those banks, there's no ADOS people working in the banks. And that's a problem. because when I was approached by the lady who was, orchestrating the meeting and the times or whatever, she asked me what I was there for. I told her to open a business account, and the first thing out of her mouth was, do you have all of your credentials? Do you have everything that you need? And I told her, yes, I do. She then asked me the same question again, and I'm like, yes, I do. Like, do you really think I'm going to come to the bank and want to open a business bank account and not have all of my paperwork, everything that I need? I'm registered with the state. I have my EFIN number. I have my, it's another sheet of my operating agreement. And that's pretty much all you need. And I got the money. So I know what you need to open a bank account. And she asked me this like 3 times. Then another lady, another Mexican non-black woman came over there and asked me again, do you have all of your credentials? And I said, yes, I do. And I said, okay, well, I want to do that. Also, what are the resources that you guys have for the COVID-19 loans, business loans? And her reply was, oh, you have to go through the SBA. I said, I've already been on the SBA website. I'm already dealing with the SBA. And she wanted to write me off like, oh, well, I don't know how to help you from there. No, I specifically heard on TV when they made the announcement that you could go to your local bank and your local bank is giving out loans and money that you don't have to repay. I literally heard that. So at that point, I was pretty much done talking to them because they just kept wanting to insinuate that I didn't have the proper paperwork to open the account. So I just walked out because you're not going to keep insulting me as if I don't know what I need to open up a business bank account. I've been having businesses for 15 fucking years and I've had several business accounts. This is not the first time I went to open a business account. So her automatically making the assumption because I was black that I didn't even know what I needed to open the account. That was the first problem. But every single person in that bank that they were helping was either Mexican or Asian. Now that's a problem. That is a straight problem because she never once answered my question. And I had to come home and do my own research and find my own answer from the CEO of Chase Bank. Answered exactly what I was looking for, but their worker would not even give me this information because she wants to give the information to people who don't look like me, right? So that's a problem when you got people handling benefits for everybody, but they're making sure they only give the information to people who look like them. That's a problem. So, thank you, Uncle Steve. Yes, we have to be strategic about these things. And we have to be realistic about where we are as a group of people. And we can't let another group of people continue to determine our position. We got to keep fighting. That's why we need our reparations. And that was another thing that pissed me off. Y'all got money to give to make the economy do what you needed to do because you guys failed. But we can't get our reparations check. That's a problem. So if you want to hear more about that, go check out Tone Talks. He had a really good show talking about that and addressing that. So I definitely want you guys to go check that out and subscribe to QB Network on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can also go and follow my business page, Blanc Virgin Hair Extensions, on Facebook, and my media page, Black American Queen TV, on Facebook as well. Okay, so we did talk about a lot of different things. We talked about what is a pandemic, what does it mean, stay your ass in the house, taking care of your hair at home, what I'll be doing as a hair care professional. Are you qualified to get benefits? And the last topic is, what are you doing during the quarantine, right? You guys comment. I want to know what everybody's doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to be on here talking to you guys, doing hair. I got a bunch of wigs. I'm gonna be making wigs. We're gonna get it jugging. It's the new trap house. I'm gonna be doing demos. Like I said, I did this with a hairspray today. I don't really do a lot of glue. I've done that glue. I want to try the Bold Hold glue. I do like her, so I'm gonna try her out. She's a black-owned company. But we got till the 30th. So one thing I won't be doing is hair. I can't. I'm not allowed by the state. So that was one thing that went into effect. If you have a barber, cosmetology, or hairstylist license, you are no longer able to service your clients. But I brought everything I needed. I have a whole little studio set up here. I got a little salon area. I'll be doing color on these mannequins, on these wigs. I got a whole bunch of stuff. And the wigs that I'll be working on, you guys can definitely buy those wigs as you see me working on them. This is a wig from my video that I did. If you guys didn't see my commercial, I'm going to post it again. But this is that same wig. I just shampooed it today. You know, it's my quarantine wig. It's a really good wig. I've had this, I made this in June 2018. So really long lasting, good quality hair that you can reuse over and over and over and over again, right? I'll be cooking. I just got back into a routine. God, it seemed like it was forever. I had gotten into a really good routine, right? My body was getting bada bing, bada boom for the summertime. And then here come this bullshit. They didn't close down all the gyms and shit. So I done made a little at-home gym. And see, I got one of my weights right here that I finally got these 8s. Whew, it feels so good. I had to go back to Walmart. I mean, they were out of all the weights. I only had 5s for a minute. So oh, not yet. Most of their hand sewn right now. But yeah, I'll order a sewing machine and we can get to jugging. I got access to a bunch of hair. And that was another reason why I was about to get my loan anyway. I'm about to buy a bunch of hair. So I'm gonna hurry up and get it before we ain't allowed to leave the house. Whew. And we can still ship stuff out. Or I'll have them come by here. But I'm just gonna be working out every single day. Every chance I get now, because no more gym time. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I've been working out in gyms for the last 15 years, right? I've had a gym where I've lived for the last 10 years. I mean, I'm so spoiled. As I said, my whole life was quarantine. I literally wake up, go to the gym, go to the grocery store, come back, and live the rest of my life. I don't even like going out. I'm like, that's for the young people. I'm too grown now. I got other stuff to be doing. You need to order some sanitizer? Okay. Let me know which kind you want. I'll go check and see what we have left. But just message me. Definitely, for sure. So now I got my energy back. So I'm going to be working around the, just around the house, just doing stuff. And every time I see one of my weights or something, I'm going to just pick it up and do it. I was tired. I had to move all this stuff over here so I could have the studio space, because I wasn't going to be stuck in that nasty ass apartment building with all them nasty ass people spitting on the floor, coughing in the elevator and shit. I feel like I was going to fucking die downtown. I was like, I have to get away from you guys. So hopefully I can find some 15 weights. I'm going to have me a whole little weight collection. But that's what I'm going to be doing during the quarantine. I'm going to be working out, getting back on a really good eating regimen, because I've been cooking a whole bunch of stuff. I made some stuffed cabbage rolls. That was delicious. What else did I make? I made some stuffed bell peppers. That was delicious. We grilled a salmon fillet. No, we smoked a salmon fillet yesterday. I've been cooking all kinds of stuff. I went shopping. I spent $800. I'm like, this is crazy. Because I just go to the grocery store a few times a day, or have enough food for a couple times a day. But the way things are looking, I definitely don't want to be caught outside. So I will definitely make sure that when they make the big announcement, like they're about to do New York, because New Yorkers just don't fucking listen. We ain't even gonna be able to do the little stuff that we've been able to do right now anyway. So enjoy it while we can. They about to really lock our asses in the house because nobody listens. I read a story today. Somebody's house they was having a house party. Hi, Tevin. They was having a house party and they caught like 25 people inside the house party. And I could tell by the spread on the table that it was white folks. I'm like, that wasn't no black folks having that party. That was a bunch of white people. I could tell by the food. They didn't even need to say nothing else. I just saw the spread of food and I was like, oh, that's some white folks shit. So, you know, going back to the history of these pandemics and how serious it really is, these people aren't playing with us. They are not playing with us. They are not about to let their race diminish on the count of people not staying in the house. They know how serious these things can get. And people not staying in the house, we got about a week and a half before we see New York go on a mandatory quarantine. So I hope y'all just watching all the patterns and watching how everything has unfolded, you know, over the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months in these other places. So we see that New York is a few weeks off of Italy, in which Italy, you know, some of those stories people were talking about how there was a certain time of day that you were allowed to go to the grocery store and you had to wait in a line. So if people don't listen to the guidelines, that is going to be America really, really soon. They're already the minority on the planet, and their fight for power and control to maintain that, they will do any means necessary. So, with that said, I just want to make sure everybody continues to prepare for what is yet to come. Meaning, you know, just buying canned food, buying water, finding tissue, because there could come a day where we're not allowed to leave on our own. We're not allowed outside, period. We got times we can only go outside. So I think if everybody keeps themselves busy, and black people, we really need to just focus on building up our economic system. Yep, Tevin, you already know. Watching the patterns. Just watching the patterns. So we know, you know, I think we just need to focus on our economic systems and stop dancing so goddamn much. Why y'all dancing? This ain't no time to be dancing. What the fuck are we dancing for? This ain't no victory lap. Like, we got a lot of shit to do. Like, herbal remedies. We need to learn what herbs we need to even combat this. And that's stuff that I'll talk about tomorrow. On my next show, I'll take you guys in the kitchen with me. We'll make some teas. I already got a couple teas downstairs. I got a couple drinks that I put together. So, you know, these things really matter. They do really make a difference. She said dancing because nobody got to work. Well, I guess so. But like I said, we need to stop all that goddamn dancing and shit. Buttera, yes, yes sir. No, I'm not gonna act like one of them preachers or nothing. But yeah, this is a serious time. I think we should really, you know, get together and create a plan. Because based off of what Tone Talk said, I'm gonna play some of this stuff for y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go get the exact numbers where he was. And I'm going to play some of that stuff because it's real serious out here. When we talk about our economic situation as black Americans, foundational ADOS, our grandparents and great-grandparents were slaves here. Well, were a part of slavery. They were stolen people. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to work on. We got a lot to do. So let's see what else is on there. And I'm going to find some hot topics. I know I got on here kind of late today. Let's see what's going on out here in the world, y'all. But I woke up and I saw that 30-day ban. The 30-day extension, and I knew it was coming. Easter was my birthday. I was really hopeful. So that was definitely a day I was looking forward to. Okay, so we got Connecticut doctor arrested after authorities say he deliberately coughed all over nurses. What type of sick psycho shit is this? See, we have a problem. The problem ain't us. And I'm gonna read some more in this book for y'all tomorrow. We're gonna get down to the real problem, where this all started from. Y'all think that in our generation these people just started not washing their hands? No. They ain't washed their hands in over 1,000 years. And that was a big question, like, who wasn't washing their hands? We know who's not washing their hands. We all talk about them. We all talk about them. We know the people who don't wash their motherfucking hands. I wash my hands all the time. All the stuff that I normally do, I never seen them do until they were told to do it because of this. Like when you go to the grocery store, you get a wipe and you wipe off the buggy. I always do that. I never see them do that, ever. Not until the coronavirus. They never. But this is a historical, rhetorical thing with these people. A doctor literally went crazy. He went crazy telling these people to wash their fucking hands. I don't understand it. I don't understand. It's a disgusting past, and it's a disgusting history that I definitely want to get more into as I talk about these things every single day. So when I first started this show today, I was talking about the pandemics and the plagues that were in Europe, that were created from filth in the streets in their homes. It gets so disgusting. And the malnutrition food, not having the nutrition that you need in the food, plus garbage, filth, all these different things. I mean, it was just the living conditions were just unbearable and just foul. Today is just a modern version of that. You can't just create waste dumps and think that nothing's going to happen. Oh, we're going to create a designated area and put all the trash over here, and that won't affect nothing else. Yes, this world was not made for that. And so when you don't follow the laws of nature, you will always suffer the consequences. And that is what is going on today. It is a modernized version of what has always happened in European culture. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back every single day because we're in quarantine time, right? We on quarantine time. I definitely want to get on live with a lot of you guys, my fellow stylists, my fellow friends. I will be doing a ton of demos and hair stuff and switching up and makeup. See, I did my own makeup today, y'all. Like, I like having a makeup artist, but I do know how to do makeup too. And by the time the quarantine over, my makeup artist will be back off her maternity leave, so I can go get my makeup done again, right? Alright, so everybody, make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to QV Network on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can also subscribe to my Black American Queen TV, Instagram, Facebook, and like and follow my hair page on Facebook and Instagram, Blanc Virgin Hair Extensions. Alright, everybody, make sure you do that. And like I said, we will definitely be doing some face-to-face consultations, hair tips, and We'll be talking about ways to stay economically empowered through these challenging times. We're also looking for sponsors. So if you guys are interested in doing anything like that, we'll be shooting videos, clips, photo shoots. We'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you guys check us out. Support our channel. Support the people who can't go to work right now, who aren't allowed to go to work. And we are going to make something happen all together, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.